Hey guys, so I am here with weekly weight loss check-in number 9. So excuse me while I drink my pre-workout while I chat with you guys because I need to get my workout done right after this. Let me just mix that up a little bit better. So yeah, I want to make sure to drink my pre-workout. I don't always drink this, but on days when I'm feeling a little bit more tired or sluggish, or I know it's going to be a tough workout, I will have this to keep pushing me through my workout. And today I'm restarting MBF, which is a Beachbody program called Muscle Burns Fat. And let me tell you, day one, leg day, is absolutely killer. The last time I did this program, so I actually just finished, yesterday I just finished the program. And now I'm restarting it all over again because I really enjoyed it. But when I very first did day one leg day 3 weeks ago, oh my God, I was so sore for days after. So I want to make sure to drink out pre-workout to really push me through. Okay, so let's get into this last week. Typically, I would be pulling out this little notebook. But if you watched one of my last videos, I'm pretty sure it was like my last video, I recently purchased this planner. This is my 2021 wellness planner that I got from Inspira. I will link that video below if I remember to, so that you guys can check out my review on this. It's a whole unboxing, first impressions review kind of thing. So I will link that below. So I have been using this since the very beginning of January. And like I said, typically what I was doing is I was just writing all of my information down in here. I will keep track of my weight, my water, my workouts, everything that I update you guys on. I was just writing out in here. And this is all this really is. It's just lined paper. So I was writing everything out individually. So I have gone from using this to now using an actual wellness planner, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I am so happy that I got this. It has really been useful for me. So one thing I do want to show you in this planner, because I have new habits that I have been keeping track of when it comes to my weight loss. So some of these are things that I already update you guys on that I make sure to let you know about. So let me just show you here. These are the habits that I'm tracking. This is probably backwards for you guys, but these are the habits that I'm going to be currently tracking. So out of these ones, oh my God, I dropped you guys. I am so sorry. Okay. And you guys know that I do these like live. I don't stop and edit or anything like that. So I'm really sorry. You guys are going to fall down later on. Or, I mean, not later on. No, I'm not going to drop you guys again. But these are the habits that I'm currently tracking that I plan to keep on tracking. I believe three of these things are something that I already keep you guys updated on. So, for example, my workouts, my water, and my nutrition are something that I already update you guys on. But I added a couple more in here, and I just want to go over this a little bit better. So like I mentioned here, this is a habit tracker. This is a weekly habit tracker. So that is one thing I really like about this planner is you can keep track of your habits all in one area. Because before in this book, I was like flipping back and forth between pages when I'm trying to update you guys on how I did for the week, and I don't want to be constantly flipping. I really like this, so I can just easily look in. So when I do my workouts, I can make a check. So I can easily just look at this and say, okay guys, I missed this and this day of my workouts, or on, Monday, Tuesday, I didn't hit my water goals, and it will be so easy to see this instead of having to flip back and forth between those pages. So I really like this habit tracker. And like I said, it's a weekly habit tracker. So every start of the week is a new area to track your habits. So this is for Monday the 18th. If we were to flip to Monday the 25th, there is a new habit tracker in there for that week. So you can even change your habits if you really wanted to. I don't plan on changing my habits, but if I did want to add more, I could always do it in this area up here. This is just a grocery list area, but I don't grocery shop every single week. I do it once every 2 to 3 weeks. Especially with COVID right now, I'm just really trying not to go too many places. So I will not need to use this grocery list every single week. So if I want to track some extra habits up here, I can do that as well. But for the most part, the habits that I have listed there is really what I'm going to be tracking and updating you guys on. So obviously my workouts, I'm going to continue to let you guys know about those workouts. One new thing that I added here for my habits that I want to keep you guys updated on, or not even just keep you updated on, but for myself, one habit that I'm tracking is walking. So when I mean walk, what I mean by that is intentional walks. When I go out specifically for extra activity or extra exercise, because I live in an area where everything is very easily accessible to me. I can go to the grocery store, I can visit my parents, if it was normal times, I'd be going to concerts, I'd be going shopping. Everything that I need around me is extremely accessible, so I walk everywhere. So what I mean by walking, intentional walking, is actually going out for something that isn't going to get groceries or something like that. It's actually going out specifically for extra movement. One thing here that I'm tracking is water. So I always update you guys how I did with my water intake. One great thing about this planner is also down here. You can see these little water droplets. So anytime I finish one of my shaker cups, so one of these, I drink my water out of these all the time, and this is 25 ounces. So anytime I finish one of these cups, I just make a little tick on one of the water check marks, and my goal is to have 4 of these a day. So that would be 100 ounces a day. So that's a lot of water. So I'm obviously not going to be checking off every single water droplet. That will be a lot of water. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which would be 200 ounces of water. 200 ounces of water is way more than enough. That is what basically a 400-pound person should be drinking water, because you should be drinking at least half of your weight in water. So realistically, I do want to get up to 6 of these. So that I want to drink about 150 ounces of water. Now that is more than half of what I should be drinking, but I want to make sure to get in lots of water. So right now I'm starting at 4 of these water bottles, and then I'm going to slowly increase. So when I have my water here, if I get 4 of these little water droplets checked off a day, I get to check off my habit tracker. My next habit tracker is sleep. So that is one thing that I'm really struggling with, is getting sleep. I was able to reach my sleep goals this past week because I did have the last 2 weeks off from work. So I was able to get more sleep. I was able to sleep in a lot later than normal. But typically when I'm working from Monday to Friday, I really don't get a lot of sleep. I get 4, maybe 5 hours of sleep. And I want to hit 6 hours a night. I want to get at least 6 hours of sleep, because if you have your body well rested and you get enough sleep, that's really going to aid you in your weight loss. So I really want to make sure that I'm getting enough sleep. So I am trying to track sleep as well. So if I get 6+ hours of sleep, I get to check off my habit tracker. And then my last one here that I have is food. So typically what I was doing with this one is just updating you guys with how my nutrition was, and I'll continue to do that. But when it comes to my habit tracker, I just wrote food because it's a lot smaller to fit onto that little space. But this is going to be for my caloric deficit. So if I am in a caloric deficit for that day, I'm going to check that off. So by caloric deficit, if you guys are pretty new to weight loss, basically that means you want to be burning more calories than you are eating, because that is really how you are going to be losing weight, is making sure that you burn more calories than you eat. You can work out all you want, but if you continue eating more calories than what you're burning, you're not going to lose weight. So I want to make sure that I am in that caloric deficit, and that is what I will be tracking on that habit tracker. So all of that being said, let's get into how I did this last week with these habits that I am tracking. So this last week, the only habit that I did not track last week is my food, so my caloric deficit. I was not tracking that last week. However, I know I did hit it every single week, but in my planner, I was physically not tracking it. I don't know why. I think I just started implementing it this week because also on this planner, let me find the day here. As you can see, there are, here we go. There are days, there's a space where you can track your food. So that's what I was doing to track my nutrition to make sure I was still eating well, as well as doing it on my phone as well. I use MyFitnessPal. So I was still tracking it in both places. I don't know why. I just like having, when I have a planner, I like having everything written down. So that's why I was doing it in here. So I was still able to track my nutrition. I just wasn't physically checking off that caloric deficit habit. Okay, so let's get into the habits that I did hit. So last week, what was last week? Last week was the 4th to the 10th. Okay, so last week I did, for my workouts, I hit 6 out of 7 days for my workouts. The one day that I missed was on Wednesday. And the reason I didn't do that was because I was really focusing on getting my apartment clean. So I took down all my Christmas decorations. I took down the tree. I got it all put away. And I cleaned my apartment from top to bottom. Like, absolutely, I cleaned the walls. I scrubbed the floors. I scrubbed the bathroom. I cleaned absolutely everything in here. And basically as a way to start fresh for the new year. So that's what I did on Wednesday. And let me tell you, I was even sweating doing that. Like, I was having a dance party throughout all of that cleaning. So I still got a lot of activity done. And like I said, I was sweating doing all that cleaning because I was working hard. So I definitely still got in a lot of exercise that way. I just didn't do a specific Beachbody workout. And then later that evening, I also did have a massage. So after my massage was done, I just really didn't want to work out after that. I just wanted to relax for the rest of the evening. So Wednesday's the only day that I did not do a workout. For my water, I got 4 out of the 7 days marked off here. So on 3 of those days, I was not able to have 100 ounces of water. However, looking at these water checks, I still got really close. I think, so it looks like here I got at least 75 ounces of water, 75 ounces of water intake. So I still did good. My water was still fine. It wasn't the 100 ounces that I wanted to hit, that I had specifically set as my goal. Okay, and then for sleep, I was tracking my sleep last week, and I did hit, I don't know why I'm holding my drink up like this. I have no clue. For sleep, I hit 6 hours of sleep every single night, and that is for the only reason was that I was on vacation last week, so I took time off. I was able to sleep in every single day that week if I so happened to. Even still then, most of the times I was still up, like it is sleeping in for me, but I was up between 9 and 10 anyways. So, yeah, I got that 6 hours. And then even last week I was tracking my walks. So I managed to hit 6 out of 7 days for intentional walks. So basically walking more, like, I don't know what I'm saying. Intentional walking, extra workouts, extra activity, all that kind of thing. For nutrition, I didn't do the best for my nutrition because a lot of the days I was having dinners at my parents', and I've mentioned it time and time again, they have very carb-filled dinners. So knowing that, I was very cognizant of the rest of my day. I made sure that throughout the rest of the day, I was eating low calorie but still nutritionally dense food. So I was having a lot of vegetables. I was having a little bit of protein. So I still made sure that throughout the day I was eating healthy. And then when it came to the dinners, I made sure to also portion control so that I wasn't eating like a whole bowl full of spaghetti. I was having the right amount of spaghetti because that is one thing that we had for dinner one night was spaghetti. So typically when I'm cooking for myself, I don't have pasta. I absolutely love it. Like pasta is one of my favorite meals, but I have been trying not to do that. So having pasta at my mom's was really nice. It was so good. But yeah, I've been staying away from that. So despite the bad dinners, I still had a caloric deficit every single day last week, just because I was very much aware of what I was eating for the rest of the day. So had I had that caloric deficit habit on my tracker, I would have been able to check off every single one of those days. So all of that being said, I think I got everything that I want to talk about. My weight. How did I do this past week? So I have done really well. I'm really excited about this. I also want to mention one reason I'm doing so well, I think, is because I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to you last, guys. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to you last week. I joined a diet bet. So if you guys aren't aware of what that is, basically you bet a portion of money. So this diet bet was specifically $35. This is US dollars. So I bet $35 US that I can lose 4% of my body weight in 4 weeks. And if I do that, if I hit 4% of my, if I lose 4% of my weight, then I get back the money that I bet, as well as I split the pot of money with everybody else that hit their goal. So I think the pot is over $200,000 right now. So anytime I've done a diet bet in the past and I've won, I've actually made money on losing weight. So that is one of my big motivators right now to continue losing weight, is to make sure that I get my money back and I make a little bit on top of that. So that's one reason I've been doing really well this past week, is because this diet bet started last Monday. So in the last week, I lost 3.2 pounds, and I think that is the biggest weight loss I've had within 1 week. So I'm really, really happy about that. And that puts me now at a total of 16.6 pounds lost since I started this weight loss journey. So in just over 2 months, so 2 months, 1 week, I lost 16.6 pounds. And I'm so excited about that. I'm so happy. And I can't wait to see what the next 3 weeks brings, because this diet bet is done in 3 weeks. So hopefully I can hit my goal. I'm not quite there yet. I'm close, but not quite there. But I have no doubt that I'm going to hit that 4% weight loss goal and win some money. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited to see where I am, because in 3 weeks will be the 3-month mark of my weight loss journey. So I'm really excited to see how I'm doing. I hope that I think my goal is to reach an even 20 pounds by the end of these 3 weeks coming up. So I'm hoping that, which would be 20 pounds in 3 months, which I think is pretty good. The last time I really focused on losing weight, that's what I did. I think it was 15 pounds in 2 months, and then I lost 20 pounds in 3 months. Not that I'm trying to compare this to the last time, but that's kind of just what I'm going off in my head, is how I did last time. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I have noticed a couple things throughout this journey so far. Like I said, just over 2 months in, I've noticed so much. I have had more energy. I'm not getting as winded. I find that, throughout the day, I'm looking to do a second workout sometimes because I have the energy, or I just randomly want to just like get up and go running. And I'm not a runner at all. I hate running. I absolutely hate it. But I found like I have this extra energy to burn, and all I want to do is just jump up and go run. And like I don't, because I don't have anywhere to run. It is winter outside of Winnipeg and it is so slippery, so I don't go running. And gyms are closed, so I can't go running on a treadmill. So I find other uses for my energy, and yeah, I have so much more energy now that I've been focusing on my health, especially since I've been eating a lot more healthy. I've noticed that I am not napping anymore. So at the very beginning of these check-in videos, one thing I mentioned in the first 2-3 weeks is that on my lunch breaks I nap. I was so tired all the time. I think it also is from the lack of sleep that I mentioned. I have only like 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night, but even within the past month or not 2 months, about a month and a half, even though I'm only getting that 4 to 5 hours of sleep, I don't have any desire to take a nap on my lunch breaks anymore. Whereas before, on the same amount of sleep, at the very beginning of this, I was taking a nap, an hour-long nap on my lunch break, because I was just so tired and so sluggish and I had no energy that, yeah, I was sleeping on my nap. I can't talk. This stuff is getting to me now, so I gotta work out soon. But yeah, at the very beginning, I was napping on my lunch break, and I don't know, it just seemed like a waste. And I'm not saying that I'm not never going to nap again. I know there's gonna be times when I'm just really, really tired and want to nap, but it's not because I don't have the energy or whatnot. It's just because I truly am tired. But the way it's been going, I am super happy about this. So instead of napping on my lunch breaks, that's when I get in my workout. I make sure to work out on my lunch break. And I've been doing this for probably about 3 weeks now. I would work on my lunch break as opposed to after work, because I find, excuse me, I have a little burp. I find after work, by the time I'm done work, I'm just so tired. It's getting to be the end of the day. By the time I'm done work, it's usually 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening. I still have to have dinner. I still have to clean. I still have to shower. So by the time my evening is done, like, I'm so tired and I don't want to work out. So I've been trying to get that done on my lunch breaks. But things are kind of changing now with my new habit of trying to walk. What I want to do is try and wake up earlier in the morning to do a morning workout. And I don't know if I'm going to do this quite yet. I need to get back into my my routine first, and getting used to getting up early again. So once I do get used to that, I think once I get that down, then I'm going to start waking up even earlier now to do a workout. And then I'm going to use my lunch break for my intentional walking. And if I don't get up early, then I am just going to do my workout after work, because as you can see, that's obviously the reflection, but it's dark out now and it's only 6:30. So it's still, I don't want to go out walking when it's dark. Once the days start getting longer and, it's spring, summertime, and it's still light out, then I'll be fine with going out and walking after work. But until that happens, I'm going to make sure that I'm getting my walks done during my lunch breaks when it's still light out and there's still plenty of people around in case anything happens. So that's kind of what my goals are for this next coming few weeks. Yeah, I think that's all I have. So I'm going to finish off this video. I'm going to finish my pre-workout and go get my workout done, because today I left it until the evening to work out, and I think that's, like I mentioned, that's how it's going to be probably for the next week or so. until I can get into the habit of being able to wake up earlier to do a morning workout. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, anything you want to say, you guys know how to do that. I don't know how to end this, so I'm just going to end it. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you next week, and hopefully with another weight loss. Bye, guys.